The UNSC called on its permanent members to vote on a draft resolution, tabled by the US and Albania on Friday, to condemn Russia's invasion and violation of Ukraine's sovereignty, in the strongest possible terms after Russia launched a full-fledged military attack on Ukraine, killing at least 137 civilians and military personnel on the first day. Following Russian President Vladimir Putin's attack on its former Soviet neighbor, the resolution aimed to isolate Moscow on the international stage. The vote occurred 2 days after the United Nations Security Council conducted an emergency meeting on Ukraine, harshly criticizing Putin for his actions and accusing him of violating international law. The meeting of the United Nations Security Council was held under the presidency of Russia, which refused to accept responsibility for the implications of unilaterally declaring the independence of 2 Ukrainian breakaway regions. On Friday, Russia exercised its veto power over the draft resolution, which it holds as a result of its UNSC presidency. The proposal received 11 votes in favor, 1 vote against, and 3 abstentions. How is India's UNSC vote abstention different from China's? S Tirumurti, India's permanent representative to the United Nations, outlined the reasons for the abstention. India stated that it is deeply disturbed, but made no mention of Russia. Tirumurti said, India is deeply disturbed by the recent turn of developments in Ukraine. India reaffirmed its call for violence to stop. We urge that all efforts are made for the immediate cessation of violence and hostilities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has already asked President Putin for cessation of violence and appealed to Russia to resolve the situation through diplomacy and dialogue. No solution can ever be arrived at the cost of human lives. Approximately 16,000 Indians remain stranded in Ukraine, the majority of whom are students. We are also deeply concerned about the welfare and security of the Indian community, including a large number of Indian students in Ukraine. India called upon all member states to honor the principles enshrined in the UN Charter, international law, and respect for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of states. All member states need to honor these principles in finding a constructive way forward. India advocated diplomacy. Dialogue is the only answer to settling differences and disputes, however daunting that may appear at this moment. It is a matter of regret that the path of diplomacy was given up. We must return to it. For all these reasons, India has chosen to abstain on this resolution, he added. India's decision to abstain from voting on the United Nations Security Council resolution on Ukraine achieves a balance between national interest and basic beliefs. Despite the fact that the remaining 11 members of the UNSC, including the United States, the United Kingdom, and France, voted in favor of the strong resolution, it did not pass because Russia vetoed it. With India, the United Arab Emirates, and China opting to abstain. India's consistent, unwavering, and balanced attitude on the issue was maintained. By abstaining, India kept the option of reaching out to relevant parties in an attempt to bridge gaps and find a common ground in order to develop conversation and diplomacy. India did not support the resolution's severe wording in denouncing Russia's conduct. Because it has key partners on both sides, it aims to maintain a balance between the Western Bloc, led by the United States, and Russia. The Chinese explanation. We believe that one country's security cannot be at the expense of the security of others, and that regional security should not rely on muscling up or even expanding military blocs. The legitimate security concerns of all countries should be respected. Against the backdrop of 5 successive rounds of NATO's eastward expansion, Russia's legitimate security aspirations should be given attention and properly addressed. The Indian and Chinese explanations for the vote are diametrically opposed. Both countries have backed Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity, but China has essentially justified Russia's actions. India's abstention was not a surprise, because India's past record has been maintaining balance between the West and Russia. On January 31, India abstained from a UN Security Council vote on the Ukraine crisis, calling for a solution that considers all nations' legitimate security interests and aims to secure long-term peace and stability in the area and beyond. China's decision to abstain is surprising, given that it opposed the vote on January 31 and was viewed as reflecting Russia's position. Beijing has also virtually defended the Russian action by asking for Moscow's security concerns to be addressed. The United Arab Emirates elected to abstain from voting as well. The explanation given by the UAE was more in line with India's. It reiterated its commitment to all UN member nations' territorial integrity, sovereignty, and independence, which was again a part of the UNSC resolution.